Shout out to the guy who posted this comment. He's right. It's not the end of everybody. It's not the end for everybody. For some people, the future looks bright. For some people, the future is filled with hope and the fulfillment of promises and prophecy. For others, there is no future at all. Let's read this, all right? The end of the world's rule, not the end for the whole world. And he is now trying to find another home planet. Yet, the aliens don't want anything to do with them, or the heavenly host. We can switch it into the heavenly host don't want anything to do with him. The pale race of Euros, wherever they go, history exposed, and no one can live with them in peace. Many of them, Negroes, have learned to live in their image. So like them, they also will have to be removed from the planet. Nobody talks. A lot of black people are not going to be making it either. Let's get into this. Spacegate, the veil removed. In your year, 1988, a craft went down in China and living beings were recovered. In agreement with the other major world powers to notify each other of these instances, the Chinese asked what they should do. Both the United States and the Russian spokesman said, kill them. Now, just how friendly do you think the cosmic brethren should be to little old you? Well, they have compassion for your plight. And no, it is not the masses which do these things. They know it's not the children of Israel who do these things. They know the American Negro is not out there waking up and saying, how many baby animals can I go kill? How many deer can I shoot today? How many pigs can we slaughter? How many wars can we start? He knows the sons of Adam, many of them are righteous. They will be gentle and forfeit their own lives to assist you, our cosmic brethren. That, friends, is what love is. The Most High tells us to walk in love. He tells you Gentiles to walk in love. Love of another being. Love and honor of the laws of creation. And love of the Most High and his laws. But you tread a very, very narrow tightrope. It is, however, when cosmic and galactic bells chimed, you foolish ones had actually done it. This is talking about when they dropped a bomb, atomic bomb, on Japan. You foolish ones had done it. The stupid of stupid. You had now set yourselves up for the final destruction. And oh my, it is coming. It is coming right on time, as the prophecies of all times have laid it out. You also jeopardize the entire system of your corner of the universe, specifically and most devastatingly, your solar system. And worse, you desire to bring that deadly trash out here with us. No, thank you, friends. You most surely will not. It goes on to say how they have the power. Nobody gets out. Nobody gets out of the firmament, especially those evil people who can't live with anybody in peace and just terrorize people all the time. You can't get out the firmament. Lucifer can't even get out the firmament. So how the hell were you, after World War I, World War II, the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, the French and all these wars that you partook in, the tearing down of forest everywhere, the clearing off of the lands of the America, the destruction of the American Negro, the destruction of the American Native, the destruction of the United States, you coming over and terrorizing people, burning down of libraries, burning people's identities, you hiding the identity of the Most High and his chosen people, you changing the identity of Jesus, you doing all these things, setting up a wicked, abominable church, you putting drugs onto the streets, you doing all these awful things. You're telling me you were rewarded with being able to leave the firmament. You, after doing all these things, the Most High rewarded you, not Abraham, not Isaac, not Jacob, not the Essenes, not the Israelites, not the ancient Egyptians not the Atlanteans, not the Lemurians. You guys, not Lucifer himself, can break out, but the Most High rewarded you the Caucasian American with being able to break out of the firmament and go visit the moon and go visit Mars and go do all these things. Get the fuck out of here. Our story of Atlantis, the 3 steps. This is as true of the nation as it is of the individual. There is individual karma, just as there is national karma. Both must be paid. The law itself exacts it. All great nations of which we have recorded degenerated and were defeated and then enslaved by a less mentally and spiritually developed nations because they had forgotten their birthright and permitted themselves through luxurious living and inactivity to become weak. Who does that sound like? Especially the part about the birthright and forgetting who they are. Weakness set in. Men's, including women's minds became debased, nerves shattered, and soon they were at each other's throats. Brotherhood and national cohesion were forgotten. Man was secretly against his fellow. Foreign inimical influences were gradually implanted into native minds by paid agents, and soon the Holy Roman Empire fell into barbaric hands. This is the history of all nations. America, the land overshadowed with wings, God-chosen and young as she is rapidly falling into the identical errors of which the Roman and other nations of the past were guilty. Will she awaken in time? Will enough Atlanteans be reborn to save her? America will be saved, not the United States, and not the people who come with the corporation, not the nations who invaded and started that corporation. This book tells us that the Atlanteans are being reborn in these last days to come back and bring consciousness onto the chosen land of America. This is why it's so important for them to sell that fake Israel fight over there, to sell that fake Palestinian fight over there. They need you desperately to keep your eyes on Palestine and Israel, because in reality, they know that they invaded the Holy Land. The Holy Land is America, Turtle Island. The children of Israel are on America, the Negroes of America. They need you to keep you obsessed over there, focusing on the fake Holy Land experience, the fake amusement park they set over there, white Europeans made over there in 1948. Let's get this. Just as Yeshua, who became the Christ, was the Messiah or teacher of the first century, so will oneness or individuality in the present age manifest as Meneses, the complete one, the personification of individualized responsibility. This age is now. The nation chosen in the dark past is America, the land spoken of by Isaiah, overshadowed by the wings of the eagle. Atlantis to the latter days. Within the breast of these Adamic teachers of Atlantis, again incarnating today, is the latent knowledge of the duty they have to perform. And as God renewed his covenant with Abraham of old, he is again renewing his covenant with the teachers of our present age. All praises to the Most High. They know America's the promised land. You guys had the Jews, the Israelites, all 12 tribes locked up in America on their own land. That's why your nation became so great. We built it for you. You guys came over here and fulfilled prophecy. You know America is the chosen land. You know America is the promised land. You know that we are the promised people. Uh-oh, the keys of Enoch. You know what's about to come. It's talking about the return of the dove, the Holy Spirit, to the new Atlantean centers that will be activated. Funny how the Israelites, Atlanteans, Lemurians, and Hebrews seem to have a connection with each other. If you go and check out the last work I've done since the beginning of this year, you'll see that I've been busy connecting them. The Israelites, who were to be the pyramid builders of consciousness for the name of Yahweh, to lead the nations of man away from the false gods of this world as the gathering of the 12 sparks into the brotherhood of light. So Israel represents the spiritual capstone of light, exemplified by the peoplehood of Israel, Yasharel, who received the 10 Commandments while traveling through the geophysical pyramid of Sinai Peninsula. New Jerusalem, USA, Jerusalem, peace. There she is. Turtle dove. The consciousness returning to America, and the people that are in America, the Israelites. That's why you all want to come over here. That's why you all don't want to leave. And that's why you guys all